Hey guys, welcome to another ServerMiner plugin tutorial. I'm your host LTJim007 and today we're looking at the Karma plugin. So this is a really awesome plugin which adds a karma system to your Minecraft server where if you do good things you will get positive karma and be able to get higher tiers or ranks, and then if you do really bad things, so you're constantly killing people or hurting animals, then you will get negative karma and you can get to the criminal or wanted tier. So let's go ahead and look at the commands. If you do /karma. Now the first thing we can do is the karma check command. This will tell you what your current karma is. Now when you first join the server you start at 0 and you'll start at the citizen tier, and you can obviously customize this in the config file. Now if I pop down a cat over here and give it a hit with my sword, you will see there's a message in chat, and then if we check my karma again, I have lost 10 karma for doing that. On the other hand, if I pop down the zombie and give it a couple of hits, this will give me positive karma because no one really liked zombies, and now I am positive 58. So if I kept doing this and got to maybe 1,000 or negative 1,000, it would put me into a different tier. So when you PvP other players and they are maybe a criminal or a thug or something like that, you will get positive karma for killing them. But if you kill a sheriff or something, a high positive tier, you will lose a lot. So the way we can add karma is by doing karma, add, and then player's username, and then let's go for 1500. So the maximum you can get is 1500 karma. You can set this in the config file, and this has given me the sheriff tier. This is the very highest, so if anyone were to kill me, they would lose a lot of karma. The opposite command is actually true as well, so you can go ahead and remove someone's karma. Let's go for 4,000, and now I am in the criminal tier, and you saw a message pop up in the middle of my screen saying everyone is out to get you, and then you can see it broadcasts across the server. LTJim is now the most wanted criminal because I have terrible karma. Obviously you can do karma reset and then someone's username, and it says your previous tier was criminal and you're at minus 2,500, but now you're back to 0 and your tier is citizen. So the other thing you can do is karma reload. If you make any changes in the config file, there's lots of things you can change in there. But in game, that is the majority of stuff. Obviously, if you're PvPing a lot, you'll be constantly losing karma, depending on who you are battling. So that's pretty much how it works in game. Let's head over to the config file and see what can change in there. So here we are in the SMPicnic control panel, and as you can see, there's a language folder, there is the data save folder, and then the config.yml, which we're going to look at. Up at the top, there's a Mysql Database if you want to have that, but you don't have to use it. In general, you can set the language, how many decimals do you want to be displayed, and then the titles, which you saw pop up on my screen. I would actually increase these numbers because it didn't actually last too long, you can barely read it, so maybe increase this to maybe 60 or 80. Then we have karma, so the default, this is what you start the server with, and then you've got the minimum maximum. Then we have world, so you can obviously enable it in certain worlds only. You probably wouldn't want it in the creative world or something like that. And then overtime, this is a pretty cool feature. So it's set to false at the moment by default, but this will allow players to slowly gain or even lose karma over time. You can see there is an action bar that pops up if you do enable this. For example, every 60 seconds you will get a decrease of 5 or an increase of 5. And that will help players get back to a more positive tier. Then we have all the different tiers. So down here we've got criminal. It tells you the display name, the minimum and maximum range you need to be in that tier, and then the score. So this is how many karma points you get for either killing any of these ranks. Obviously killing a sheriff, probably not a very good idea, but killing a criminal, that will give you positive karma. Then we have various commands, like when you join or when you kill a particular person, these commands will be put on the server. And we have thug, citizen, so it's all the same thing, just the points you need to be within that tier, and then the score you get for killing other tiers. And if we scroll down, we have PvP. So this is where it gets a bit more complicated. You can set up a reward expression. So it will take the victim's karma, it will add 200, divide by 50, and that's how many karma points you'll get for a hit, and then for a kill, it will do this expression. And then finally at the bottom we have entities. So you saw when I hit the cat, I lost -10, and we got this message in chat. and then if you were to kill the cat, you would get minus 76. Same thing goes for the trader, wolf, zombie, and Gaussia. You can obviously add more if you want, or change these numbers and messages, but that's pretty cool that you can just get karma by going after AI. Here we are on the Spigot page. You can see it's updated from 1.12 to 1.18. Tons of features. If you want to look at the wiki, you can come over to here, and then you have the commands and permissions you can look at, which is pretty helpful. And if you want to download it, head over to the Spigot page. But if you need a server to host it on, check out ServerMiner.com for the best and cheapest hosting around. But that's it for me. Subscribe, like, comment, and I'll see you next time.